Welcome to your Aunties Could Never. I'm Auntie AK, the auntie of all aunties, and I'm here with...
I am Nana, aka the Black Fairy, aka Dark and Lovely.
And I'm all things sugar and shade, Sade.
Hey, big up Auntie Farah. There's a very important thing that you need to do.
What do you need to do? You need to bop the like button and bop it now. Okay? You know what you need to do. Press like and share.
Mm-hmm.
Comment and subscribe. And sign up to our membership.
Yes.
Okay, Auntie Sade.
Yeah. Sorry.
Because you're there like, if you don't do it, I'm going to bust your ass.
But guys, also we have our live show on the 26th of September and we need you guys there. So buy tickets.
Immediately.
Yes.
Link in bio.
It will definitely be there. I will add that. All of the details will be there for you to tell you.
Indeed, indeed. There's some enemies out in this world, you know.
Mm-hmm.
There are. There's so many. It's overwhelming how many enemies there are in the world. Like, seriously. So, like, one massive enemy, I don't even know the name of the award show, but they're country music awards.
It's literally that.
Is that it?
Yeah.
So original. They have decided, for some strange reason, not to nominate Beyonce for any category in the Country Music Awards, which is insane to me.
Wild.
Obviously, she just came out with her album. Is it called Cowboy Car?
Yeah.
Okay, Cowboy Car. She just came out with that, and it's fantastic. Even if you don't like country music, it's really good. It's a great body of work. It was 5 years in the making. And, you know, some of the people that she featured and some of the people that she has inspired to have more views and have more listens and downloads and stuff have actually themselves been nominated, but not the source of the platform.
they're country artists.
They are country artists, no, but they were not getting the same amount of attention. They didn't get the same amount of downloads. She's definitely shone a light on black country artists, which is insane for the Country Music Awards to say, oh, no, everybody, but not you. Not you.
Do you think they were like, we're going to get you. You're not cosplaying in our town.
I think the Republicans paid them.
Just stop it.
Yeah.
I think it's because it's her first album.
And she did say it's not a country album, even though
It's
she
a Beyonce
featured
album.
content.
Yeah, she said it was a Beyonce album. I feel like it was fair, but I do understand that there is some snubbing that took place. But obviously...
Some.
I think they kicked their heels and went, yeehaw! I think they were so rubbing their hands with glee, knowing that they weren't going to know. I think they had it planned.
Yeah.
It's a snub, but also if you say that your album's not country, and it's I don't think it's fair to say that's your first time. It's like Lil Nas X, isn't it? They didn't want Old Town Roads to get, it didn't get the recognition, but it was championed by Billy Ray Cyrus, Mr. Country himself. So it's like, they tried it. They're living up to their...
So we're going with standard racism.
100%, 110%. But it's even worse because it's almost like the Grammys, how she never wins album of the year. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Does the person who categorizes that and makes that decision, do they own the country music awards? Well, do you know what I mean? Someone needs to do an investigation.
Like, what's going
seriously?
on?
There's a vendetta against Beyonce.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. I know. That might be hard for people to understand, but that's what it feels like to her fans.
There's a lot of people with vendettas against musicians out there, and fellow musicians being vendetta-y against other fellow musicians. Obviously, you've heard that brother Kendrick is headlining the Super Bowl. You know, I don't know anything about NFL. I know running, rushing, passing. I don't know front back, quarterback.
No, more than I do.
Lead back,
not know
side
that's
back.
what they do.
I don't know what it is. Centre forward, whatever the case is. Don't know about the sport, but I want to go to the NFL just for 15 minutes to watch Kendrick and leave.
So in February, you're like, I want to actually go.
I want to be part
to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, just because of Kendrick. This is what they're doing. This is why he's been booked. They know that he's going to motivate randoms to come and buy tickets to the NFL, to the Super Bowl. This is big news, obviously, for Kendrick fans. It's huge news. Obviously, Kendrick had a massive run with his win over.
He's had a good year.
He's had a massively wonderful year because he's not like us. And he's amazing.
Probably his best year.
It's not euphoric for him.
Oh my God.
And we're all right. But But the thing was pissed me off the most, like Nicki Minaj. Nicki, okay, Barbs, relax already. I know you're already gone like that. I know
Like,
you're gone like this.
spam us, please. Like,
But you know your queen's taking a bit of a liberty. I just need to read what she said, because I think it was a bit too much. She took to tweeting, right? And she said on Twitter after this announcement, she said, denying a young black man what he rightfully put into this game for no other reason but your ego. Your hatred for Birdman, Drake, and Nicki got you punishing Lil Wayne? Lil Wayne, the GOAT? Nola, what's good? Eminem stood firm on having 50 Cent come out. A white man. Shit sad. House N-word tings. But it's good for them. No loyalty. Well, then N-words will keep sunning you. You don't know half of what Lil Wayne has done for me and others. Wayne had, and she went on. But I think what I took umbrage with was the denying a young black man his rightful place. Because obviously, the problem is, everyone has been expecting when the Super Bowl goes to New Orleans, that Lil Wayne, Birdman, and that
if
gang
he so
goes
chose to do that.
right, he would be up next, and they would do the Super Bowl because it's like his hometown. He's the king of New Orleans. He's the GOAT. He's a bad boy rapper. All of that stuff. He's a legend. But he wasn't chosen because Lil Wayne doesn't have the momentum that Kendrick. It's quite obviously a business move. It makes sense. But Nicki's saying that a young black man's being denied. That's what, like race baiting. I don't see that. And mentioning Eminem as a white man stood by 50. There was no need for all of that. There's no need. Use your business brain because you're a businesswoman. You're a badass businesswoman. You should know better.
Are you telling her?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Because you want her to...
want her to believe it. Her views are questionable anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, her choice of mate is questionable. Do you know what I mean? So there's some alleged behaviour that has occurred in her defending him that's been questionable. Yeah. She also said, what was that girl's name from Little Mix? She done a song with her one time.
Jessie.
Went on a live with Jessie and said, I don't know why people are coming at you for like doing like, was it cornrows or something? Like, do you know what I mean? Because, black girls wear blonde hair. Yeah. That equates. That is the equal standard. Is not. She has questionable views, so I would not take anything she says with any sort of seriousness.
I hear you, but she should have been quiet at this moment.
No, it's Nicki Minaj. Nicki always talks. She always has to. And remember, she's had shit against Jay-Z for a very long time. Yeah. And subliminally Beyonce.
Yeah, but
she's been
can't.
coming for them. So obviously, she would jump on this moment where people are outraged, especially in New Orleans. Well, some of them. Like, it needed to be Lil Wayne. Have you guys seen Lil Wayne? He has 4 dreads on his head.
And it's not completely complete, because when he performed at WrestleMania, they're saying that like he forgot his words. He says himself he forgets the lyrics to his stuff.
He's not all there anymore.
And
like, it's not the same.
And I think I saw something where like someone was saying, I think it's credible that Jay-Z even used to help Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
so when
his tax issues.
Birdman was supposed to do some stuff. And it is so weird as well, because like, honestly, what Kendrick said about Drake, like, do you guys owe Birdman your life? Like, what's going on?
I think so. I think there is definitely a lot of. I think they are scared of him. For one, family. Actually, it's like Birdman allegedly stole like almost 200 million from Lil Wayne.
Wow.
So left him with nothing, was taking all of his money. And they still mention him in some type of reverence. It's like, are you really that scared of this man?
Yeah, it's a weird
it doesn't
thing.
make any sense.
Yeah.
But also, just look at Lil Wayne. Realistically, can he do 15 minutes on stage?
It's giving, we're pissed that we're not going to get a chance to be on stage ourselves.
I think
giving
she wanted
selfishness.
to do it.
It's giving, it should have been us up there. It's not going to happen, and it's going to be very difficult, because even if Wayne did he wouldn't be bringing out Drake at this time when Drake's going through a very serious moment of Elling. It's not going to work, and Wayne would have to, unless Drake could turn it around. There's no time for this. This is a business move. Kendrick is the hottest rapper out there right now. We've only got so many years left that rap's going to be allowed to be headlining at the Super Bowl. So let's run with the best one. Because at the moment, hip-hop is on the decline, so they're saying. So the statistics are saying.
Yeah, I know, but Jay-Z holds that position. So
Jay-Z holds that position, but there's still a conversation. It's a committee. It's not just Jay-Z alone that makes a decision. So it's
I think he's been making the decisions.
I'm saying it's not just him alone.
No, but I think he has been making the decisions. So like, I think it's got a little while before it goes. And also there's the nostalgia aspect to it as well. So,
whatever the case
everybody had their long run of like, I think Yeah, but also it just makes sense that it would be Kendrick.
It just makes sense.
At this moment in time, it would
all
be.
you people, but Cameron and Mace talking about no. Then what's his name? Juvenile talking about I'm not mad at this. I'm mad at the people who booked. It's like, come on, guys. It's really giving. We're just pissed we didn't get a chance. And it's been at New Orleans. I think there's been 10 Super Bowls at New Orleans. Why are you lot cussing today?
14 times.
I thought it was 10. But whatever the case is, all those times previously, you lot haven't said anything. So why now? Because it's Kendrick.
It's Jay-Z.
It's Jay-Z and Kendrick. It's like they want to have a moment to gun the two of them.
Yeah.
Listen, it's okay, man. He's going to do a phenomenal show.
Imagine.
We know this.
It's going to be... Listen, guys.
Just chill out.
Kendrick, can I get a ticket, please? Thank you.
Okay, right. So, the Diddler is back in the news because...
Not Diddles.
Diddles, big diddles, little diddles, whatever we want to call him.
Funny.
In 48 hours, this man, it started off, he appeared on our doc, basically because he's been slapped with 100 million that he owes somebody because he didn't turn up to court in refuting their alleged kind of claims against him of sexual abuse and maybe even trafficking. So he didn't turn up. So the judge was like, because there is a no-show on this, I am awarding the plaintiff. That would be right, isn't it? Yes,
Yeah.
I'm awarding the plaintiff, who is in prison,
As an inmate.
100 million. So that Diddy had that issue. He started off the week with that issue. Then
And just before you go,
go on.
that wasn't it? I swear the case, they were asking for 5 million or something like that. It was a smaller amount, and it just got like up to 100 million
Because he didn't stand
because he didn't.
because he was just
wasn't
doing,
contesting.
he was doing. I'm not even
addressing it.
Yeah.
addressing this. And for some reason he thought that was going to be okay. But
Silly.
him and his legal team, I don't even know what's going on with the man
Can
at
he
this
pay
moment.
anyway?
The apparently his lawyer came out and was like, he will have his day in court and he is going to fight this. This happened.
When did the lawyer come
Within
out?
24 hours of that coming out, the lawyer came out and released that statement on behalf of Diddy.
No, this lawyer
He
is
will
tired.
fight this. 24 hours later, we have another lawsuit that's come about from Dawn Richards, who was Dawn Richards, who was in Danity Kane.
Yep.
She still performs now. She is out there. She's doing very, very well. Lots of people's favorite pop star. She has come out now and is like, for years, she suffered sexual allegedly, and trigger warning, sexual abuse, harassment, malpractice, all the things at the hands of Diddy. And also within it, she says that she saw him abuse Cassie as well.
And Kim Porter.
Yes, that she had seen that take place. To one point where I was reading through a document and it actually said that she was in a car, she got locked in a car and she had to call her dad to come and help her to leave Diddy's clutches.
And then Diddy warned him and said, if you want your daughter's career to end, then continue with what you're doing.
Precisely.
So he threatened and he
but
kept
she
doing
did
it.
manage to actually like totally sever ties with him for years. This is the craziest run for Diddy, like actually, because it is like, do you guys think there is any way now, like any semblance of him being able to not face all of these various different lawsuits that he's going to have to pay money for, or even criminal charges?
I mean, I want that to happen, but still, this man is roaming free. Like, he's still roaming free. Yeah. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, what's it going to take to put him under the jail? I just don't understand.
I hate that we've been not led astray, but it's so misleading when you think someone does something wrong and they get locked up immediately, or they face their front like immediately. All these things, it looks like they need to have something tangible, and because these things happen so far back beyond, it's like, how do we prove this properly and make sure that it doesn't just go to court and then get thrown out because there's insufficient evidence, all those type of things. So it feels like they need something concrete. I don't understand.
I think the safest way is what they're doing is suing, because it's easy. It seems to be easier to keep the the dialogue open and public. Do you know what I mean? By suing. Do you know what I mean? Whereas like if you go to court, sometimes things can get sealed. I think things have been sealed in the past.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? So like he's been able to operate and get away under this veil of secrecy. But like I think, I don't know. I hope he goes down. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I think more people come forward. The teammate or the bandmate of Danny Kane, and I can't remember her name.
Aubrey O'Day.
Yes, this is what she's been saying. It's not my story to tell, but I've seen things. It's got, do you know what I mean? Kind of thing. She is finally vindicated.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
She was saying that.
Saying it.
She's been saying.
Between Aubrey and Dawn, those two, because if you guys watched Making the Band, and from when there was something with Aubrey and Diddy as well, so I don't know if he kind of plucked her as a favourite, but people, and also Dawn, he had a different kind of focus on Dawn and Aubrey specifically. And Aubrey was the first one to kind of let slip certain things, but she didn't want to say too much.
Yeah.
I mean, those two are the ones, and then Fonzworth Bentley.
I didn't actually think about it, but yeah, when she would always say, I can't say all of the things. Yeah, for real. I guess if you know, maybe you're just waiting for your brethren to actually step up and be like, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to put my story forward, because it's a lot. Like there's so many pages. I was like, I'll give it a little bit more time. I'll read it. But it was harrowing again. It was like reading Cassie's again.
Yeah.
And then I think, like, obviously, you don't want to, like, assume things for other people. But obviously, Diddy was not... She didn't just do Danny Kane. She was in Diddy Dirty Money as well, kind of thing. Yes. So you had, like, a whole group career. Like, what is that situation? Then I'm thinking about what are the other people where you was up in the video? What about Keisha Cole? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, what about everybody? I'm just like...
Who else has got stories to tell?
Who else has stories?
I'm worried for everybody.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Because he turned on D Woods and Dawn when they were kind of supporting Cassie and getting away, and he switched on them and said, "I'll kill you all."
Yeah,
like this is what they were going through.
Sky.
So D Woods is the other person in Diddy Dirty Money, isn't it?
He's
and she was in Danny Kane, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember now when he was like, "Yeah, I'm doing something else with these girls."
Yeah.
Oh my God. But you know, you'd be terrified because if you've seen how he treats other people, but he's so powerful, especially at that time. The dude is so powerful. You'd be like, I can't even go against him. Like if I go against him, I'm going to be like Aubrey.
Like
or
really worse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like excommunicated, or like the guy, obviously this is all allegedly, let me just put it out there. But the guy that won that lawsuit, the details of the case is correct. It's insane.
Yes.
Allegedly visiting him in prison and assaulting him.
Yeah.
Do you know what kind of level? That is Jimmy Savile type shit.
Yeah.
And that is,
do you know what I mean?
The audacity and the entitlement where you think you can go into a prison and get away with doing that and walking out scot-free.
But like who is there's so many levels of security there. There's so many people that have to sign that off, to have to turn a blind eye, that's getting paid off. The governor, the guards, the other inmates. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I
think
heinous.
It was like #1 gangster, because even like thinking of Little Rods, where he's saying Diddy would tell his staff, the inner circle, if anything happens, you contact this person from the LAPD. Like he had a person, he had inside people, and then Little Rod also alleges that Diddy shot somebody. Diddy or his son shot somebody.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing of that case as well, and he was like, because that police person was called. So I think it can't be that all of these people are getting together and are just trying to bring down this black.
Let's remove that narrative.
Bryce,
I was going to say, we have had a long-standing back and forth.
Bryce Wilson!
From, what was the name of the group?
Groove Theory.
Groove Theory.
And I love that song, Tell Me So much. It's such a I just love it. I've loved it for many, many years. And I was so excited to see this guy's name pop up on our feed. And then so quickly disappointed.
So quickly saddened.
So quickly disappointed.
By his defense.
The Bryce Wilson.
I know.
Yeah, he defended to the end, to the hill. It was a long-standing marathon of back and forth.
With Marianne.
Hey, Marianne. Taking... the bruises or the stress for us, because it was a lot.
It was sad, but basically, like, you can go into our comments and find his diatribe. He's just trying to blame Cassie,
and say that women
they're opportunists.
The women are opportunists.
I'd like to know what he thinks now.
Because he's doing another opportunist.
Yes.
We need to ask because he was up in our comment. Yeah, I will.
How do you feel about what Dawn's saying?
Yeah, another one.
And let's see.
And also this inmate as well that has been awarded the 100 million. What say ye about that?
What say ye about that?
Because it's nuts. I feel like the way he was in our comments going back and forth for hours sounded like maybe he had been paid.
He's on payroll. That's what it seems like. You know, remember... was it something to do with the Kardashians where they talk about like the content farms that like go and like leave comments on people's pages to distract you and stuff like that? It seems like a bit of an operation. That's what it feels like.
That's like, was it in Cambridge Analytica when they do it in the politics? They just fling out people to just come and just put false information everywhere to have the people confused. But speaking of inmates, I was on the bus the other day.
Okay.
Yes, I like that. I was on the bus the other day. I was just minding my own business, and a released prisoner got on. I knew he was a released prisoner because he had his see-through bag, and he used his tokens to get on. Because obviously, I didn't even think about how they get to travel if they don't have any money. But he had a token. He showed it to the bus driver. Got on, and he sat down and he was talking.
Was he in his grey tracksuit?
He had a blue jumper and grey bottoms or something like that. He didn't have like a standard grey. Yeah. But he had a see-through bag of his stuff and that. And he sat down. And he was on the phone with a beer. Just letting you know.
In the morning.
It was the morning. But he was talking loud on his phone. He goes, I just come out and the BBC was trying to talk to me, but like I didn't want to talk to them. I had my head down. I'm just like, and then he started talking about his journey. But I was like, oh yes. It was actually the day when 15,000 prisoners had been released because of overcrowding. I was like, look at that. He was on the bus and first instinct was like, oh, well done, bruv. I wanted to give him a spud. I don't know. Send him on his way. Good luck, bro.
But what did he do?
And that's why you told me. So that's why I didn't. Because in my head, I was like, oh, he's free. Then I thought, look, keep your mouth shut because you don't know what the hell this guy did. But,
why they freed him.
Why do they free him? Because obviously they're releasing, because of overcrowding, they are releasing low-level criminals. So they say. Nothing to do with stronger crimes. We know what they might be, but lesser crimes, and they're letting them out because of overcrowding, not fixing the system, but overcrowding. And
that's my point on this one. I think that's really the enemy of progress. So you're letting out these 1,500 people, right? You're going to have a problem in a couple of years again with overcrowding unless you really do change the system. Like you actually are, okay, what are we putting people in prison for? And working that out and still punishing people in some way, however they need to be punished or rehabilitated. But whichever way, it's like, what's the remedy other than we are going to be releasing people?
Yeah.
And we don't have a solution to that. Yeah, I'm not really trusting this Labour government, I don't know. I think they're a bit shit.
Are we surprised? This is not news.
I'm not feeling. No. I'm not feeling these. Yeah, I'm not feeling these guys. They are not the hope. So that I think some folks thought they were going to be. I don't think they are.
I don't even know if people really thought they were going to be the hope. They just wanted to get away from the Conservatives as quickly as possible.
Okay.
I don't think Keir gave enough to even say that he's a great, white hope, but he was an alternative to what we were going through with Rishi.
So what they've done just this week in terms of, for the old people, taking away the winter fuel tax.
Wild.
Like the Labour government putting that forward, like we are going to cut pensioners getting £300 and £200 during the winter months so that they can pay their bills. Who would have thought that Labour would do that? Who would have thought?
When I saw that, I was like, Labour? But Keir's been, he's centre right, left, I don't know where he lines.
That's off, man.
He's centre, he's bang in the middle.
But yeah, I'm not sure about this prison thing.
I don't know. Like, I mean, I think if for lesser crimes, great. Do you know what I mean? Or if it's like, I don't know, things like stupidness, like cannabis related, or
for real.
Do you know what I mean? Or just people just on remand for unnecessary amounts of time and things like that. Do you know what I mean? But like, I just hope like people who are, committing severe crimes, like, obviously murderers and your rapes and things like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want them getting away with shit. Like, I don't want them to be falling through the cracks or getting out on a loophole or like grievous bodily harm. Like, we don't need those people. Do you know what I mean? Like, out on the streets or just being able to get away. Do you know what it reminded me of? Yeah, in Supercell, when gets his character, I can't remember. Yeah. He just reappears. He was, he was up for murder, and then you're just back again.
I'm just back.
35 years.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I was just like, didn't even predict the future there. But like, I don't know. It's just, I just think that we also still need to keep safe from
it's prison
dangerous
reform.
people.
We need prison reform, but from where, from how, from who, like what? I'm surprised at Labour just being like, okay,
you're free.
Like I said, this guy was very happy. He had his beer. He was on his way. I hope he stays out of trouble.
I don't know.
Like, it's
so. Are you guys judging him?
No, do you know? Because it's so easy to re-offend. Like it really is. And like we're in, like, still kind of feels like we're in a recession.
Yeah.
Still in a cause he lives. Do you know what I mean? Like it's so easy to kind of slip again.
Yes. Because it's true. Like, what are you letting them out to?
That's it.
Where's the rehabilitation? Where's the support? Thank you. He was talking about his probation. He was talking to his, I'd like to know who he was talking to. He was talking to his friend about, got probation, going to meet you in this area and then this area. And
he was in his business, boy.
He was really listening.
The bus is a little bus, my local bus, little bus, and he was speaking loud. You know when you just mind your own business, and I realise I'm hearing a lot. And he's like, oh yeah, the BBC. If it wasn't for him, it reminded me that, oh yes, they're releasing people. Because as the bus went past the prison, I saw lots of police about. I was like, what's going on there? Lots of people. And have you seen a clip of Wandsworth, the way that they were released out of Wandsworth? It looked like a bit of a party.
Yeah, like a mini...
Like bear man outside.
Yeah, that really was.
But to be fair, this is why I'm conflicted, because you know there are bear men that are in there for no reason.
That is true.
Do you know what I mean? So like I'm happy because of that. But like I just don't trust the people in charge that they're making
the right decisions. Like who's been released and why.
Because sometimes you think they may make it easier on themselves and just release some troublemakers.
Yeah.
Let's just let Tail out.
Yeah.
Don't want to fight him again.
You know what I mean?
It'll be easier on the wall.
Keep your eyes peeled, guys.
So keep the paedophiles in though, man.
Lock him up.
Do you know what I mean?
You know what? Talking of people that probably need to be locked up some which way or other, Elon Musk.
Okay. Oh, yes.
Elon Musk
has
threatened Taylor Swift, and I'm calling it a threat.
It is a threat.
It's a threat.
It's a threat.
It's a threat.
Yeah.
High-level enemy of progress.
I would cry.
Elon Musk is saying to Taylor Swift, because she has come out and said, I watched the debate and I am now going to support Kamala Harris. And although people may think that somehow me and Trump are pals because he used my music, that wasn't.
And AI. That was the thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, so she's making it very clear. I have no affiliation to that man.
I don't know that man.
Yes. Who this man? So Elon, on his Twitter, I don't remember Elon being this great big pillock, but in recent years, he literally has been profusely an arsehole. Has said, because they say that, you know, the Democrats, all of their voters are single women and they have cats.
Yeah. Me?
I will give you a baby because he is the sperminator, and I will look after your cats. I think that's a threat.
I think that's disgusting. I feel sick.
Seriously, I'll be calling my lawyer. Like,
I think she should.
You know what I mean?
Taylor likes a lawyer.
Yeah,
she should, innit?
Yeah, she should.
Don't ever talk. Don't keep your name out my mouth. That's honestly what she needs to do.
It's disgusting. I will give you a baby.
Imagine
Seriously.
It feels like
disgusting.
It's violence.
Thank you.
It's a violence.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a violent violation.
for just saying who I'm going to vote for. This is what I'm being met with. Like, you are now going to give me a baby.
He's just outlandish because hasn't Trump said he'll put him on, what was the role that he said he would give him? There's a role that Trump said if he gets in, he's going to give Elon, and Elon's up for it. It's like, well, you have no business. It's like policy making or something, or overseeing policies.
No.
Someone who's about.
I'm telling you, Trump ain't winning shit.
No, let's that part. But if he does, you're just going to hire Elon Musk to do business policies.
No,
he would do that.
Of course he would.
Yes, Trump is going to do that. It's actually insane because also then Elon Musk is on his way to being like a trillionaire.
The world's first trillionaire.
How much power can one man have? And he has these types of like things about him as well.
Exactly.
It's like, this is insane.
I'm just side-eyeing anyone that works for him. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, what's going on over there?
Yeah.
You ain't changing it from the inside. You had enough time. It's not happened.
It's
not
true.
happening.
Do you know what I mean?
It's down tools time, isn't it? Like all around the world, down tools.
They're not
seriously,
going to.
misogynistic. It's horrible. It's disgusting.
Awful. Taylor, get your lawyers out.
True. For real. I think
she's going to write a banger about this, though. She is.
Cat lady. My baby.
And you know what I thought was actually not hilarious, but it was just bittersweet for her because she is recently single as well.
Has
What?
she
You know what I
known
mean?
Kels?
Yeah.
Who's
That's
Kels?
what she
know.
said, like single cat lady. That's how she signed it off.
Oh, I thought she was just being funny. So she really is no longer with him.
Yeah. Well, she signed it off single cat lady, so I'm assuming so.
Because I saw something about I think I shared it in the group. Someone sent an article saying the contract has been leaked for the date of their breakup because apparently their relationship's a contract. Allegedly, Travis Kelce, the NFL player,
Yes, you did put that.
Yeah, and Taylor Swift's relationship has an end date.
When is
allegedly.
it?
I don't know the end date. I can't remember the end date. Apparently, because it was leaked, they now have got to renegotiate and maybe stay another time, or it happens quicker.
But I just thought it was perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
Do you know what I mean?
So if they have broken up, guys, it's over.
Oh, Taylor.
But then.
She's to write in. She actually needs our advice.
One auntie
I think she's doing fine.
She's doing fine without
She's
us.
doing fine.
But I wonder if he's going to go back to black. Because remember, he was a spicy white and then he went country when he was with her.
Oh, yeah.
He let his hair grow out and started wearing plaid. I don't know if he's going to go back to wearing Timbs and Carhartt and get a fade again, get the Travis fade.
Probably.
Who knows? But yeah.
What is wild is they hate his ex-girlfriend. She ain't done nothing.
Yeah, because
I know.
she was
Swifties are a bit
But
strange.
Swifties will hate anyone.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah,
They're a bit like the Barbs.
Yeah, I hope they vote for Kamala though.
Yeah. I think
will now.
she'll motivate her people.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, we're done.
Are we done?
yeah, I think so.
Well, that's it. We've just helped you understand there are enemies out there. We want you to be protected. We don't want you to have to suffer enemies. So be safe out there. Avoid all enemies.
At all costs.
At all costs. And this is a message from your favourite aunties.
Yes.
See you.
Bye now.
Bye.
Lovely.
Cool.
Jubbly.